The next steps of this course is how to complete a workflow. The Workflows tab is located on the top of our screen. We have a series of workflows ranging from antenatal right through to postnatal, bearing in mind that intrapartum will be completed on paper. The workflow that I'm going to talk you through today is going to be an outpatient antenatal assessment. We can select T and enter on our keyboard, and that will bring through today's date and time. On the administration section, we'll have a series of mandatory questions which are in bold, and these must be completed before we complete the workflow. The location of assessment for today will be Maternity Assessment Centre. The full booking was done at this trust, and it automatically pulled through my name. When we select next on the system, it will go through the pages on the left hand side. Equally, you can select the page that you would like to navigate to. With internal woman examination, if we enter an height and weight, the system will automatically work out the BMI. We can also enter an examination and an allergy. In the allergies section, if we select new allergies identified and select enter. Within the list of allergies, it is dictated by the H icon, which means that we can select something from the list or we can type it in. It's really important that we add a severity. And select add. You can see this allergy has now been added to the banner bar, and if we hover over it, it will tell us each individual allergy and the reaction. If I select comments and discussion, in the top box is where we type the clinical comments. And you can see here it reminds you the comments will be printed on documentation. The second box is where we record internal comments, and again it will remind you that comments recorded here will not be included in documentation. In order to add this confidential comment, we need to select confidential, and we also need to click on the light bulb and select link to alerts. If we remove the comment, replace with a full stop and select OK. If I select the red envelope and put in my usual Medway password, select confirm, it will reveal the confidential comment. If we select plans, I'm going to add a plan for the midwife to review the blood pressure on a weekly basis. We mustn't add an assigned to because that member of staff might leave the organisation. If I select complete workflow, it now reveals the mandatory questions that haven't been completed. So if I select one of the mandatory questions, and return to the complete workflow, you can see it has removed the mandatory question from the list. On the live system, all the mandatory questions should be completed, otherwise it will not allow you to complete the workflow. If we select complete, print and save, by pressing the print and save button, what it does is it saves a document to the journal, but if you'd like to print off the document, you could select the icons here and select finish. You can see that the plan has been put on the home page. If I go down to journal, you can see the responses from the assessment, and in the discussion section we can see the comment.